So as soon as I heard like that loud bang, I see like a little explosion happen of fire. And I look behind me and it was a freaking avalanche, a big ass avalanche. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I am back again with another video, and as you can tell by the title, for this video I'm going to be telling you guys the time that I almost died. Yes, you read the title correctly. I was involved in a hit and run, and let me just tell you something. I literally saw my life flash before my eyes. Is that how you say it? Life. Yeah, I think that's what you say. You know what I mean. Before I get started, if you guys are new to my channel, what's up? Make sure you guys subscribe so you guys do not miss out on any videos that I upload. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and grab your hot Cheetos, your popcorn, your beverages, or whatever you guys want to munch on, go ahead and do so, because this is going to be one juicy ass story that's going to leave you shook. So I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into the story. This happened last year, 2019. I want to say that it happened either January or February. I know it was in the beginning of the year. I was actually with two other of my best friends, so you know, we experienced this together. We almost died together, literally. So that night, my friends and I were going to go out to a club, and we would always have this routine where we would go meet at somebody's house. We would go eat at this taco spot and then head down to the club. And this taco spot is located like on a main street, and it's like located on a busy ass main street. So there's like no parking lot. There's like no parking for that restaurant. You have to park out in the neighborhood or like out in the street and then make your way down to the restaurant. So that night, like any other normal night, we parked, we walked down to the restaurant, we went in there, and when we got there, there was another family there. They were sitting across the restaurant, like on the other side, and there was another couple, but they were sitting like in the back corner. And we sat at the table that we would always sit when we would go there, which was right next to the entrance and then right like on the window. So it was like a window seat, and then like the entrance was literally like behind you. So we ordered our food and we sat back down at the table, and I sat on the far left of the table. My friend sat right next to me, which is on the right side, and then my other friend sat across from me. So as we're waiting for our food, we're just talking or whatever, and I remember I was talking to my friend, the one that was sitting across from me, and I literally, like, this all happened in a split second. It's like crazy how fast this all happened. But as I'm talking to her, like, I literally see her eyes open wide up, and she was like about to get up, and I just hear a loud ass bang behind me, and I felt like a big ass, it's hard to explain, I felt like a wave, like a vibration wave, I don't know, but like I felt it all on my back, and like I literally felt like it like pushed me a little bit. It felt like, it didn't feel like wind, but it felt like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. The way I can explain it is, it was like a vibration wave. So I felt that, and like I heard this loud ass bang, and this all happened like all together. So as soon as I heard like that loud bang, I see like a little explosion happen of fire. And I looked behind me, and it was a freaking avalanche, a big ass avalanche that crashed into the restaurant, literally into the entrance right behind us. And like it started smoking. And I turned to the side of me to look, like I wasn't processing what happened yet, and like the bang was so loud too that like I was hearing like a loud ringing noise in my ear. Like I literally felt like I was like in Call of Duty when like somebody throws a grenade and you're too close to the grenade and it explodes, and you feel like all dizzy, and like you feel like you hear like a loud ringing. That's how I felt like I was in. I felt like I was in Call of Duty. So once I processed everything that happened, I was like, oh shoot, someone just crashed into this freaking restaurant. And my first initial thoughts was like, this car is gonna blow up, since I saw like that little explosion. And it's not like we could like run out, you know, out of the restaurant, because this car literally crashed into the entrance, so the entrance was blocked. So since I was like the closest one to the car, I just remember I freaking got up and I fucking I'm laughing now because like now that I think about it, it's funny. Like back then, like, you know, whatever. But I just remember I got up and I was like, I ran all the way to the freaking cocina, to the back of the cocina, because I thought, shoot, this car's gonna blow up and me and my friends are right next to it. Like we're gonna like be like fried freaking carne asada next, you know? So I didn't even think about my friends, dude. I just freaking dipped to the back of the cocina. I went all the way in the back, and I remember I remember when I was in the cocina, like literally all the cocineros and all the employees, they literally looked at me, they were like, and I was like, hi. I can't believe I fucking did that. But I did that because I was like, dude, this car's gonna blow up, and like I'm gonna like leave through the back entrance if they even have one. So once that happened, I went back into the front of the restaurant, and as everybody was trying to take a picture of the guy's license plate, the one that crashed into the restaurant, this guy freaking reverses and just dips with his freaking bumper flying off, like windshield shattered and everything, and we're just like, what the hell? And tell me why the family that was sitting across the restaurant, one of the señoras was there, she was being so dramatic, she was like,
oh my gosh, it almost hit me, like I could have died.
And I literally, me and my friends literally looked at her and we're like, Miss, you were across the restaurant. We were literally right there. I'm gonna put footage right here of how close we were. So I'm gonna pause my little screen and I'm gonna put it. So like as we're like all in shock and like this lady's like making like a big deal, like saying that she almost died, that the car almost hit her or whatever, we start hearing like tire skids, like burning tire, like when someone's like quemando llanta, you know what I mean? Coming down back the road. We look and it's the fucking truck coming back, and so we're like, oh shoot, this car's like on one, like he's gonna like kill us and he's gonna crash again into the restaurant, because he was literally swerving down like that main road. So everybody just started running like to the cocina, and then long story short, he didn't crash into the restaurant again. He just like booked it back down wherever he was going. Once that happened, like the manager told us to like step out, and they called like the ambulance and they called like the police and all that. Luckily nobody got hurt, but if anybody were, it's crazy to think that like if anybody would have got hurt or killed, it would have been me and my friends. Actually no, because you know what's freaking crazy? Prior to us ordering, there was a lady with 2 of her kids that ordered food, and she was parked like on the main road, like where the car, like in front of the entrance. And I kid you not, like she ordered her food with her kids and she took it to go, she got it to go, and she left. And I kid you not, like 30 seconds after she drove off with her kids, that's when the car hit. And it's crazy to think like if she would have waited like a little longer and she was walking out with her kids, she would have got like ran over by that truck, like her and her kids. Like that was just so crazy to think. Like me and my friends were like in shock, like we didn't know, like we're like, shit, did this really just happen? We were so in shock that we didn't even want to eat anymore. Like we paid for our food, we ordered for our food, and we were just like, you know what, let's just fucking dip, like whatever, like it's cool. Like, so we didn't even get our refund, we just dipped. And we went like, and then after that we were so paranoid, we're like, should we even go to the club? Like what if that was a sign? But we ended up going and we had a fun night. But that was freaking crazy, and it's just that was crazy. Like thinking about it now, like I'm reliving that situation. And I remember on the way to the club, my best friend was clowning on me because she was like, dude, you're such a chicken, why did you run all the way to the back of the kitchen? I was like, dude, I literally thought that car was gonna blow up. And I've been in a car crash prior to this. I was in another car crash. If you guys want me to tell you guys that story, well, I don't think I can talk about that actually, for legal reasons. Yeah, we're not gonna do that actually, because then, yeah, I don't want to get sued later. But I've been in a car crash before, and like the first thing that like went into my mind was like, shoot, this car is gonna blow up. And I've seen movies and like I've seen other videos like of people crashing and like the car bursts into flames. So like that's the first thing that goes through my mind. And that's the first thing that went through my mind when this freaking truck crashed behind me. I was like, dude, this car is gonna blow up and like we're gonna be all chamuscados and like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that night was a night to remember, and that's pretty much what happened. After that, we went to the club, had a good time. We kind of really didn't think about it because we were like, we were kind of like in shock. And then like prior to that, like I really didn't want to go out anymore because I've been in a car crash before. So it kind of like gave me like PTSD, even though I wasn't in the vehicle, but just like hearing like the loud bangs and like all the ambulance and cops getting there. Like, I don't know, I just started getting flashbacks. So I was kind of like, you know, jittery on even going out. My friend was like, you're gonna be fine, like just don't think about it, we're gonna have a good time. And we did. So yeah, that was the time that I was involved in a hit. I guess you can call it a hit and run. Well yeah, because this guy literally hit and ran. Not literally ran, but hit and drove off. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that night. It was intense. It was really intense. The footage that I showed you guys, it wasn't from my phone. It was my friends that took it, because literally I was like in shock. The last thing that I thought about was taking out my phone and taking pictures. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. So that pretty much sums up this little story time. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want me to like do other videos like this where I explain some other stories, because let me tell you something, I've been through some crazy scenarios Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share. You know all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.